Good evening, everyone. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming tonight on Bed of Roses Marriage Port. Tonight is going to be a very interesting night, a night of discussion, a night of interaction, a night of education, a night of inspiration, which we are going to share among ourselves. So somebody today is feel free time that you will also come on board. Your voice will be heard. In fact, tonight you are the guest. So I want to take this opportunity to welcome every one of you to Bed of Roses Marriage Port. And somebody, this is the hour of interaction. The bed has already been laid. We are going to find out what is behind the curtains, what we are going to discuss tonight. So some of you have already seen the topic on the screen. And so thank you for joining. Please do me a favor, click share, invite a brother, a sister, a friend, get somebody on board, and let us do it together tonight. I want you to call the studio line and contribute. We are going to find out on this hot topic. And so somebody, you are calling the studio line, you are bringing out your views, and we are deliberating together. I believe that you are ready just as I am, but we need to share more. So I'm just going to allow the music, the jazz. With tonight, we are jazzing ourselves. So please, I'm just going to release it for 2 minutes. And within that 2 minutes, please do share, invite somebody. I need panels on, and I believe I've got some educative people there, and I thank God that you are on board, every one of them. I'm going to take time to acknowledge every one of you whilst you are there, but please do me a favor and share. Share, and let us all share. Tonight, is going to be interesting. I am feeling it already. I am already in the mood already. Are you also in the mood? Let us get that together. Whilst the song is playing, it's time for us to share. Let us do it together. Share. Please begin to share. Thank you massively for sharing. Every one of you, thank you for sharing. I am so much grateful for you coming on board and us doing it together. And tonight is very going to be very interesting. I believe that whilst you are ready, I am also ready, and we are picking it all together. And God bless every one of you on board. God bless you. Let me take a few comments right there. And then we zoom in into what we have tonight. I believe that somebody, you are ready. You want to enter into the discussion. Yes, I am also ready. But let me acknowledge all listeners of Global Word Network. Wherever you are listening from, we want to acknowledge you because you mean so much to us. I thank you for tuning in. We thank God we have people listening from Germany, from France, also from United States. We thank you all for Canada. Thank you all for tuning in. Those that are listening from Ghana, we appreciate every one of you for tuning in tonight. I believe that is going to be a time of interaction, discussion, a time of contribution. And when the studio lines are being mentioned, please, you can come in straight away and also bring your comments. We need you on board. We need you on board. So thank you and welcome everyone, far and near, wide and close. We welcome you all to Bed of Roses Marriage Pot. And so tonight, another edition of Bed of Roses in discussing what do you know about dating? What do you know about dating? We want to know what you know about dating, and for that matter, the studio lines will be given to you. The moment will be given to you for you to tell us what you know about dating. And so, somebody get yourself ready, just as we are ready. Now, I acknowledge the first person I see there is B. Douglas. B. Douglas, Camille is watching. Thank you, Camille. Thank you for coming on board. We have Angela has made it Fountain also. They said, good evening, Mommy and Bed of Roses family. Good evening to you. We appreciate you. We also have Emily Lara says, good evening, Rev, and everyone. Good evening to you. We appreciate you also. God bless you. We have Mama Ajua Adoma. Good evening, Rev, and everyone on board. Good evening to you. We also have Mama Mercy says, good evening, and everyone. Good evening to you. We have Mama Patience. Hope day. How are you? And we thank God for your life, Mama Patience. I know you are going to contribute. And we also have Mama Faith says good. And then we will bless God for your life. And we also have Angela has made it say click and share. Listen to that and please do well. We bless God. We also have Mama Faith says good evening, dear Rev. Good evening to you, Mama Faith Overo. God bless you. We have our one and only Miss Palo Ventures. We bless God for your life. It says good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, Miss Palo Ventures, and to those that are yet to come in. We appreciate every one of you. Thank you for coming on board. Those that are listening on YouTube, God bless you. You are listening on the radio. God bless you. You are listening on Facebook. God bless you. Any of the platforms that we have shared that you are listening from, we just want to specially acknowledge you tonight because you mean so much to us. You mean so much to us, and we want to do it together with you every time, every moment. So we acknowledge you. So welcome on board this evening. Welcome on board. It is time of love. It is time for us to spice our relationship. It is time for us to learn and upgrade ourselves. There are some people that are in relationship that they have no knowledge of what they are in there. But when we bring Bed of Roses, it means that we are here to interact, deliberate on how well we can make our relationships better. And so when the reason why we use we use the symbol of rose and we call it Bed of Roses is that when you look at the flower rose, it is so beautiful, it's so elegant, it is so eye-catchy. But one thing that people do not see regularly is the tones on the rose. The rose is beautiful in its nature, very attractive to many people, but there are thorns on it as well. And if you are not careful, to deal with the thorns on the rose, you may not enjoy the beauty of the rose, such as marriage, such as relationship. So therefore, we want to remove every thorn gradually so that we can enjoy the beautiful rose on the bed. And so somebody, that is why we have Bed of Roses marriage pot. Marriage pot, I will explain the marriage pot to you another time. But tonight, I know that you are ready. I am eager, and so we are doing it together. We also have Obaya Esiedu, who is also watching from YouTube. Says good evening to us all. Good evening to every one of us. Good evening to you, Obaya Esiedu. We appreciate every one of you of coming. God bless you. Miss Palo Venture says nice one. We have Mama Shana Love says good evening, Rev. Good evening to you all. I thank God for your life. Tonight we have something that is laid upon our heart, and then I will let you know that the studio lines are going to open. Every one of you out there, you are my guest tonight. In fact, you are the panel tonight. You are the one teaching. You are the one talking. So you're going to call the studio line and bring your comments, and then you are also going to contribute. But before I go further I have Dr. Charismata on the line. So let me help me so that I will acknowledge her. So somebody let me know if you can hear her. I want to check the sound is okay. Good evening, Doctor. Good evening. Good evening, Doxa Charismata. Good evening. I don't know where Doxa is gone. Good evening, Doxa. Okay, but those on Facebook, can you hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, let me know. I don't know why she cannot hear me. Doxa, can you hear me? Hello, Doxa. Uh, I can't hear. Oh, Emily Lara, did you say you can't hear? Okay, you can hear. You meant you can hear. Okay, Doctor, you may have to call back again on that. God bless you. So I thank God for every one of you on board. And tonight, so we are grooming, we are rolling into it. Yes, I can hear you clearly, Rev. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to give you the studio numbers and then you are going to call in. But before then, let me introduce the topic for tonight. Is what do you know about dating? There are so many things that have been said about dating. Somebody say I am going on a date, I am dating this one. Somebody say I don't want to date. Somebody say I want to date first and all that. There is so much mysteries about dating, and tonight we want to find out. We want to find out about we want to find out from you, what do you understand by dating, or what is your take on dating? What do you know about dating? So tonight it is just between us discussing, deliberating, because we want to share our opinions and about dating. So what is dating at all to you? The definition of dating to you, what would you say dating is? When they say dating, what would you say dating is according to your own vocabulary? What would you say dating is? So somebody, you can call the studio line and bring your explanation. God bless you. I've already got comments on but tonight I will be much grateful if you can phone in. You can phone in. I believe that the phone lines are clearly enough. So somebody, you can phone in and bring your contributions as well. So I'm going to highlight the numbers on the screen, which I've also mentioned them out for you. And any of these numbers will bring you straight to the studio where your voice will be heard globally. I mean, globally, we have people listening all the way from France, all the way from Germany, Australia, across the globe. Sometimes we also have people listening. Okay, let me quickly check what we have in the United States. We have Australians, we have people from France and Germany, and people from Ghana listening at this very point. And so at this moment, so somebody, whilst you call in, your voice will be heard across the globe. God bless you for joining Bed of Roses Marriage Pot. What do you know about dating? What do you know about dating? What is the mystery about dating that scares you? What do you want to know about dating? Today we are deliberating, we are discussing on the topic dating. So what do you know about dating? So we want to know what you know about dating. So please do get on board. Okay, so the number to call, the studio number to call, somebody, as I show it forth, you can rightly, okay, the number to call is 020. Okay, let me again. Hello, doctor.
No, this is not doctor.
Yes.
This is Sister Faith.
Yeah, doctor, I can hear you clearly. How are you doing this evening?
This is Sister Faith.
Oh, this is Sister Faith. Oh, sorry about that. Probably you were the one that called earlier, isn't it?
I called earlier.
Oh, so I was calling you doctor. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So, Sister Faith, just hold on for me. Let me just give the studio numbers. Sister Faith is hot and ready. My God. So tonight is going to be very hot and spicy because Sister Faith is very hot tonight and she's here. And so somebody get yourself into the hot mood and for discussion to go on tonight. So the number to call is 0208 0208 311 311 311 311 8379 0208 311 8379, or you can call 073 073 11607781. Any of these numbers brings you to the studio. For those, the sake of those that are listening on the radio, if you want to call, you are permitted to call. If you are outside UK, please do add the code to it, which is +44 or 0044 to the number before calling, and then you take the zero from. So let me give you an example. So if you are calling outside UK, it's +44 20 11 or you can also call +44 73 11 60 77 1181. Any of these numbers will bring you to the studio. As you can see, our numbers are full of 11 and 311. Okay. So somebody you can also call and then make your contribution as you want to. God bless you. I appreciate you. I think the 0201, I have given the wrong number, but I will correct it. By the special grace, I will correct that one. So good evening to everyone on board. We appreciate God. Let me allow Sister Faith while she is on there. Sister Faith, good evening. And can you introduce yourself to us? Who you are? Who are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly and loudly.
I'm Sister Faith.
Yes.
I'm a digital marketer by profession, and today I'm joining our lovely mummy in the studio to talk about what we feel about dating, how it affects us. One second. Let me look at the questions. Yeah, so the importance of dating, to what extent should we encourage dating? What are some of the challenges of dating? And what are some of the worst stories that one has experienced or heard of dating? And last question is, can marriage people date? So, Mommy, how do you want me to answer? Do you want me to...
Okay, so now we begin with what is dating in your, so the first one first, let us begin the first one first. What is dating? What is dating to you? When we say dating, what is it at all? I'm going to pick some comments on Facebook, and those that I have to call in, please do call in as well. So what is dating to you? Thank you.
Okay. What dating is to me is an opportunity for the individuals involved to align themselves with their values, their mission, and their vision. So, the whole point of dating is to end up eventually in marriage if it works out. But you don't just jump into marriage without knowing where you're going.
Okay.
So you have to have a direction. So the whole point of dating is to find out if you're going the same direction. So that's to me, this from my point of view. I also feel that another point of dating is to find out your compatibility, if you're compatible spiritually, intellectually, physically, and energetically, and your energy on the same level. Also, it's an opportunity for you to understand your love languages. Excuse me, because people receive love different ways. Some people, if you tell them you love them, they like to hear those words, and that to them shows that you love them. Some people, telling them doesn't mean anything, but if you buy them gifts, then to them that shows them that you love them. Some others, you can buy them gifts, you can tell them you love them, but if you don't give them time, if you're not there for them, then so if you don't understand the way people receive love, what love means to each person, then that there'll be a problem. So you can get into marriage. I've heard a lot of men say, I bought her a car, I bought her this, I bought her that, but she's not happy because she feels you're not spending time with me. So I think dating is a time to actually ask the right questions so that you understand where each other is coming from, and you know exactly what people want. So for lots of men that I've listened to, for them, respect. So if they feel the woman is not respecting them, then they don't feel loved. But for them, love, respect equals love. So I feel dating is a time to explore, your love languages by having those conversations, because without having those conversations, you cannot know what a person is about. So you have to have the conversation, and you have to ask the right questions that will give you the answers that you need or you're looking for. I also feel dating is not the time to get
Okay,
physical.
Sister Faith, just pause there.
Okay.
You see, I told you Sister Faith is really ready tonight, and then so hold on for me. Let me take some comments, and then we'll get back to you. And to those that
Okay.
also that want to answer, what is dating to you? What is dating to you? What is your definition of dating? When we talk about dating, how does it ring a bell in your mind? What do you think it is? Okay, so somebody, you can call the studio numbers as is printed on the screen: 0208 133 133 8379 or 073 07311607781. Any of these numbers will bring you right to the studio. You can call on WhatsApp on the 073. You can use WhatsApp on that one, and then you will be heard clearly in the studio and across the globe. Let me take this opportunity to also welcome those that have joined us on. We have Mrs. Equia Jewa Tete, one of my hosts this month, my guest this month, and so somebody expected. I know, yeah, she's so good, and we thank God you'll be hearing from her. We bless God for her life, and we also have my son Joseph Intigosin. God bless you, and we thank God for your life. For those that have just joined us, you are behind the scenes. Please drop a comment and let me acknowledge you. Drop a comment and let me acknowledge you. Thank you all for coming. Now, let me take some definition of dating, which Ms. Palov Ventures has put there. It said dating is the period when you get to know. Okay, let me highlight that so that dating is the period when you get to know each other and hopefully get to know if you are compatible. If you are compatible, glory be to God. So that is from Ms. Palov Ventures. Thank you so much for your definition of dating. Okay, another side of that, so she says dating is a stage of romantic relationship practical in Western society whereby two people meet socially with the aim of each assessing the other suitably as a prospective partner in a future intimate relationship. Thank you so much, Ms. Palov Ventures. To you, what is dating all about? What is dating all about? You can call the studio line right now and bring your contribution. What to you? What is dating? To you, what is dating? Somebody, we are waiting for you to call the studio line. Tonight, we are airing our views. Somebody, there are so many contradictions on this particular dating. There are so many times when I'm mentoring people and people come with certain questions. So today we want to hear from all of us gathered here on dating. What do you think dating is? So the first question here at the studio is, what is the meaning of dating? What does it mean to you? Somebody to somebody may mean different. I like the way Mama Faith went deeper to explain in saying that it is the time to check whether you are compatible or not. So we'll find out. Yes, I have got another caller. Let me quickly take that call. Hello, good evening. Who is there? Good evening.
Hi, Reverend Doctor.
Doctor, you are welcome. How are you doing this evening?
I am very well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm doing very great. We thank God. Okay, so Doctor, a little about yourself, and then you tell us what dating is.
Okay. My name is Doctor, and I am the daughter of Mr. Mayanya. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. My father is from Zimbabwe. My mother is from Mozambique. And by the glory of God, here I am in the land of the Queen. And like I said before, I grew up in Christ. But if you take Christ from me, I am just Letitia without the doctor. The doctor part is God with me and in me.
Yeah, amen. Thank you for that introduction. It is awesome. So, Doctor, to you, when we say dating, what is dating? What is the meaning of dating? What is dating?
To me, dating is getting to know somebody. And you're sort of building something with someone for marriage. You're preparing yourself for marriage. So you're learning the ways of the person, how this person works. Because when you now decide to marry them, you cannot exit. So the dating part is to see what you are able to tolerate, what you cannot work with, what you are able to deal with, how the other person was. Peradventure, you have a problem with how this person choose you, but to you it's nothing, but the other person has a problem with how you choose. So you can't live with that. So it's like getting to know how we are as individuals before we now decide to go and build something together as husband and wife.
Mm, So you say that it is a process of getting to know somebody and then for marriage, getting to know somebody for marriage. But I believe that it is not everybody that dates that have the intention for marriage. Or if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. To those that are out there, is it everybody that goes into dating that have the intention of getting married? If it is so, please let us know. Tonight, I am just interviewing every one of you so that you bring the answers and everything. So I will get back to Sister Faith. Or for those of you that are out there, please do call the studio line. You have the opportunity to call now whilst we still have time. And so somebody call 0208 133 0208 133 8379. Or you can also call 073 073 11 and any of these numbers will come straight to the studio and your voice will be heard, which is much needed tonight. We want to find clarity to this. We want to know. We want to be educative. I have another caller. Let me quickly pick the caller. Hello.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Good evening. Who do I have there?
This is Mama Mercy.
Mama Mercy, God bless you. I appreciate you. How are you doing and the family?
Yeah, we are doing very well. Thank
Okay.
you.
If you care to introduce yourself a little about yourself and then tell us what you understand by dating.
Okay, I am Mercy. I have come married with three boys and I work in the hospitality industry as a housekeeper. With dating, I understand dating to be actively getting out there and meeting people and spending time with them. You get out there, you meet, because when we talk about dating, it means that you are not dating one person, you've gone out there looking.
Okay.
But when you are dating someone, that is when it is, you've got the person and you are now trying to know the person, know everything about each other. But when you are dating, then it means that you go here today looking for someone to have a partnership with, and you can go to another person. You are not specific to one particular person. But when you are dating someone, it's specific to a person. But when you are dating, then it could be you are now looking among the lot.
Okay. That is awesome. That is profound. So dating is not specifically directed to one person, but looking among a lot. But when then one can settle on one and say that I am dating this one.
Someone.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I understand it.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So going out there and then just go out to people and see how compatible you are with the person. So in that other sense, I am just today interviewing what you are educating me today. So would I say that dating is a try and error thing? Is it something that we try and see if it will work, and then if it doesn't work, we go to the next person, and then so is that what dating is about? Any of you on the line who wants to answer that before we take some comments on Facebook as well? So is dating a try and error something? Just on that, I want clarity on that. Is it like try and error game that people do play? Which one of you? Let me take from Sister Faith first. Sister Faith, what would you say on that? Is dating a try and error game? If yes, yes. If no, no. Then you give us why you say it's no.
I would say dating to me is more than a trial and error because everything is done with intention.
Okay.
So many people, if a guy is coming into a relationship with the intention that I'm just going to do trial and error, it's not going to be that serious. So his intention will play out in how he handles that relationship, and the same with the woman. But if you have a certain intention, like I'm going into this because I'm looking for a life partner, then there are certain things you'll be looking out for.
Okay.
Obviously, if it doesn't meet your needs, then you have to put that relationship aside. But you didn't go in there for trial and error. It's with an intention that this is what I'm looking for. And sometimes when you know what you're looking for, that's what you attract.
Okay.
So that's my opinion.
Thank you so much for the clarification, Sister Faith. Is the Doxa still on the Doxa? Would you say dating is a try and error game? What would you say? If yes, say yes. If no, no. And with your reason?
Rev, dating shouldn't be for trial and error.
Okay.
However, I think because it's like if you have an intention of being with someone not specifically for marriage, I think that some people say friends with benefits or friends with something else. So it shouldn't really be named dating, because I think dating is purely for marriage. Yeah, I believe dating is purely for marriage. I mean, nobody should even have to date for trial and error or for just for getting to know people. I think getting to know people should not even be cool dating. We should just, if we're going to know people, go around and make friends, and we wouldn't name it dating. But after dating, I think it's a preparation for marriage more than it is anything else.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doxa, for your explanation of whether dating is a try and error. Do we still have Mama Mercy on?
Yes.
Okay.
As O'Gara said, it comes down to intention. What is the person's intention? Growing up, being in the university, I know guys that they go on dating just for fun. Sorry about that, I'll go back in. They go on dating just for fun. They just want to go out there, supposed to be a friend that they can get into dating. But it is not all dating that leads to marriage. It is not all dating that leads to marriage. But it is the intention of fulfilling going on the date that counts. So we have to call back. I'll call back.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mama Mercy. She says it's not every dating that leads to marriage. It is based on the intention in which you enter into the relationship with. So that bit is clarified. Let me take a comment from Facebook, and then we will come to the next question on that. So we have Doxa says, I don't believe everyone dates to marry. Some people are now finding themselves. Not everyone dates to marry. Okay, people are now finding themselves. Okay, and then we go further, and we have Mama Ajua Adoma also say, as believers, we go out dating with marriage intent. Okay, so our intention of getting out there for dating is for marriage intent as a believer, as a child of God. Thank you so much, Mama Ajua Doma. We also have Obaya, Mama Obaya Esiedu, and Obaya is also saying, let me highlight, dating is when two adults, a man and a woman, comes together studying each other to go into marriage. Okay, well said, Mama Obaya Esiedu. God bless you. When two adults study each other with the intention of getting into marriage. God bless you. God bless you. That is profound. And then we also go further. Mama Adjo Adoma says you have to have a mutual affection for the person before you go out dating with them. You may have to have a mutual affection before. Wow, somebody, so that you have to have a mutual affection with a person before you go out dating with the person. We will talk on that. I note that, and we will discuss on that. We have Josephine Tigosin says, I am learning. And then okay, that is well understood. We also have Emily Lara. Emily Lara says, people date for three different reasons. People date for different reasons. One, two people date to get to know each other. You say one, two people date to get to know each other and see if they like each other for a future relationship. Two, some people date to see what they can get out of the person. Three, some people date people to make more friends, to make more friends. So there are people who have different intention of going into a date or having a date. So as Emily has specified, there are so many intention of having people going into date. Okay, so that has been one of the things that today we have learned. Now, let us go a little further on that which we are talking tonight. We have said the definition of dating, where Sister Faith has also gone deeper into that, in that you get to know certain things. No, now I want to pose this question for to those of us out there: how important is dating? How important is dating? Mrs. Tete, who is supposed to call the studio line, is typing. Okay, but we bless God for her life. Say dating is a period of time when a person is open-minded. Okay, you see, clearly stated, open-minded, in order to allow one assessing a person who could be a positive marriageable material, a marriage material. Okay, marriageable material. Dating a person should have time limit. It doesn't always end in a marriage. My God, dating somebody always has time limit, and it doesn't end always in marriage. So when you are dating somebody, there should be a time limit on that. You don't date somebody forever. This is from the aspect, Mama Ekia, the Ajiwa Tete, Mrs. Tete, thank you so much for your profound definition of dating. An open-minded person, knowing that you are in for access. It is like you going for a job interview. You will be selected or not selected. So when we are talking about dating, that is what I believe I am getting it from the comments and the contribution that are coming. Is something like, oh, you are going for an interview, so whether you qualify, they pick you for marriage. If you don't qualify, they drop you. So now, how important is dating? Is it important to date, or you don't have to date? We want to find out, because there's so much notion that from the Christian background, I don't want to date, I don't want to date, I don't want to date no one, I just want to go into marriage. And some people will say, I want to date a little bit, I just want to get to know the person before getting married. So how important is dating to a person who is not entering into a relationship, so that they will know whether dating is important for them to date the person or not? And so we want to find out how important is dating. How important is dating? To those of you out there, please, the studio numbers will be highlighted again, and you can call and let your voices be heard. Let your voices be heard. The number to call again is 0208 133 133. I have another caller on the line. Let me quickly pick that caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I know this voice, but I would love you to introduce yourself. God bless you.
Oh, it's Ajua.
I know. You're welcome, Mama Ajua. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let us hear you.
It's time to go for this beautiful discussion this evening. My take on dating is when two people meet. You know, they have affection for each other, and they decide to take it further, to know each other.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and as well, you know, like, because we are believers, you know, we don't just go out, and as the unbelievers do, they go out one first date, you know, they jump into bed and all that. You have to know each other, because you cannot do that. Your spirit, if your spirit can't take the person, that means you're giving yourself to something that is not within, you know, God's will for you to do. So you have to take your time to know the person. It's very important.
Okay.
And then if they are not believers, you can also nurture them, invite them into church, and let them undertake, you know, the teaching, as to accept Christ. Because as a believer, I mean, you cannot go and marry or go into friendship with somebody not that's not a believer, you get yourself into a lot of problems. So you have to take your time. You know, if both of you are in the church, to, you know, as you are both believers, then you can take your time to socialize, go for teas, coffees, go for visits, know the person inside out. I know you can never know everybody inside out because we all kind of, you know, we are human and we have bad side, which sometimes it doesn't come out until something really happens, something bad or something important happens before, you know, we can show our true colors. So you have to try to know the person before, you know, you move further. But dating is good. It's good to know the person, you know, see if you're compatible, move things forward.
Wow.
That's my take on that.
Thank you so much, and your take is very beautiful. As you have said, dating is something that two people come together to get to know each other before getting, or what I hear Mama Jo says, that are people that have mutual affection for one another, and they want to take it a step further. They date to know each other well. So that has been also noted in that, which we will go into that. And so thank you very much, Mama Ajua Adoma, for your contribution. And to those of you that are out there who also want to come and contribute, please, the studio lines are open for you to bring your comments and contribution, or your disagreement, or sometimes questions that you have. You may have a question that you want to also ask. You can come on board and also ask the question, which will be addressed. God bless you so much. Okay, I have another caller coming through. Okay, let me take this caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. Good evening, Lady Red.
Good evening, Papa Ricardo. How are you doing?
I am blessed. How are you?
I'm doing well by the grace of God. Thank you. Thank you for coming on board. I want to hear your views on dating. So which angle are you coming from?
Yes. A lot of people have already said or given their opinions on dating, and they are all valid. I just want to add something.
Go ahead.
So as they have said, dating. If I say that I'm going to date somebody, the first thing I have to think about is, what do I understand by dating?
Okay.
Because I think it was Mama Adrian, she just said we need to be careful to differentiate from the worldly and then the Christian dating. Because if I am dating somebody, I've come to an understanding that this is the person that I have to get to know better. Because I have a purpose, which is to then build a relationship with the person, to marry the person, and share my life with the person. So in that, then me dating the person is the period where I am getting to know, or I am trying to know the person, know the person's flaws, know the person's strength. Try to know when the person is sad, when the person is happy.
Okay.
How do you react to things? Yeah. So much.
Yeah.
Because I might like the person, but then when certain situations come, we argue, and we can't get an agreement on anything. So just because I like the person, should I still go into a relationship with that person, knowing that knowing that, for example, the person is not, when something happens, the person cannot forgive.
It's not forgivable.
Yeah. So should I still go in to a relationship knowing that? So all of that is the dating process. And I think Doctor also mentioned it. It's when you assess what you can handle and cannot handle about the person. So that when you go into a relationship, you go in. It's a continuation. That's when you get to know the person more.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, some people, when they're in a relationship, I don't want to use the word pretense, but they don't show their whole self. Yeah. So that's why the dating is important.
Okay.
Because by the time you've had the dating period, you get to know something more about the person. Okay. And then if you get to the relationship stage, then it continues. Because you cannot know a person fully while you are dating.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Papa Ricardo. That is profound. It is profound. And to those out there that do not know what we are talking about, we're discussing dating. What do you know about dating? Which is what is your meaning of dating, and how important is dating? And we've got so many callers coming in and contribution on Facebook coming here and there, which is much profound. And then I believe that I am learning as well from every contribution that is coming in. So one question that even Papa Ricardo asks is that if I am dating somebody or find out that the person is unforgivable, do I go ahead and marry the person? So dating is good so that you get to know the person that you intend to marry or you intend to spend time with the person. So God bless you so much, Master Ricardo. We appreciate you. Now, let me come back to Sister Faith and then on the how important is dating. And to those of you also there, you can still call the studio line and contribute. How important is dating? Okay, hold that thought quickly. Hello. I've got another caller there. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello? Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Who do I have there, please?
Sister Priscilla.
Sister Priscilla, God bless you. We thank God for your life. Can you introduce yourself a bit and then tell us what you have for us tonight?
My name is Sister Priscilla, and I'm a member of House Prayer Ministry.
God bless you. God bless you. So then let's hear you. Let's hear you, Sister Priscilla.
I just want to talk a bit about dating. And from my point of view, dating is like a school or institution that we go to, like for those who want to get married. That's an institution that we need to attend, or a training that we have to, both of us have to go through. And it's based on that you learn from each other. For example, when you are dating someone, you can go out for dinner and you see how the person eats and how the person talks, how the person dress. So you have to learn all those things. For some people, they are shy when they go out to eat. And for some too, they like home food. So during that time, you get to know each other very much. And also, if you don't do that, it's like when you enter into like real marriage, it's like a setback. Yeah, it is a setback because you don't know each other that much. So maybe for the first 2-3 years, it will be like you learning to know each other. So I would say dating is very, very important. But at least, if not more than 2 years, you need to know each other very well. For some people, when they go out for a party, they can dance from the time they went to the party to the end of the party.
My God.
So if you are like someone that you are shy or you don't like such a person, I think during that time is when you get to know the person that much. Oh, I'm not that type of person. I'm a very reserved person, but this person is too much for me. And for some people too, they talk like they don't know when to shut up or when to say things. They just talk anyhow. So it's during that time like you get to know each other that much. So it's something that we shouldn't avoid at all. We should like we need to have it. We need to have it. So yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I can say for now. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is very, very vivid and profound. That dating is a school, an institution that we go to learn from each other and to know more about your partner. And to the ending bit of Mama Priscilla, it said we should not avoid dating. It is very, very important. And one profound thing that I heard her say that if you don't date and you go into marriage, it becomes like a setback. It becomes like a setback. It's like you are set back. You go into marriage now, you are going to learn or learn the person or unlearn the person or get to know the person again. Whilst if you have dated, you would have continued. You would have continued the relationship in the marriage. Okay, so God bless you. God bless you, Mama Priscilla. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. So to those of you on there, Sister Faith, let me get Sister Faith, and then let's take some comments. Yeah, so much questions coming. Somebody, if you feel the need to call the studio line, we want to hear your voice tonight. We want to hear your stand on this. There are so many people confused on this topic, and so we need to bring clarity, and then we need to establish the fact. And so tonight, join us and let us do it together. So, Sister Faith, if you are there, how important is dating? Is it important? Is it unnecessary to you? What do you know? What do you say?
In my opinion, dating is important because it gives each party the opportunity to know each other and see if they're on the same page, and give them time to understand each other and to see if they're compatible or not compatible. So all the details that all the other speakers have mentioned, these form part of are we compatible or not. You know, you find out their habits, you know, what they like, what they don't like, you know. So it really gives you the opportunity to know each other. So yeah, I definitely believe if you don't date and you just get into marriage, there might be a lot of things you find out in there that will be a shock. Another thing is that many times I think people have different ideas what dating means, because a lot of people, when they say I'm dating this person, it really means I'm in a sexual relationship with this person. And I feel once it crosses over into a sexual relationship, that will make both parties to not focus on the things they should be focusing on. They just take it to a physical level, and then they stop actually looking at each other. They stop having deep conversations. They just, every time they meet, it's just physical relationship. So I feel that aspect should be left for marriage, because when you really understand somebody, you've had all the conversations, you know, okay, we're really compatible, they like this intellectually, you know, then when you get married and then you have the sexual relationship part added, it's a well-rounded relationship. But when dating is only about sex, it loses its value. So that's my
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Faye. There are profound things that she has made mention that going into dating, we should exclude sex. Exclude sex in dating, because when you include sex, it takes the beauty of the dating out, or it messes up so many things, which we will go into it also for us to understand a few things. Let me also acknowledge those that have just joined us. We want to thank God for your life. Beloved Morrison, God bless you. We we want to hear your voice as well. Please call the studio line and contribute as we are talking about what do you know about dating? What is dating to you? How important is dating? And so somebody you want to get through, do so. We have Joseph and he said the studio lines are hot to get through. You can get through to the one or the 0731, the 073, call on the WhatsApp one, and then you'll be able to get through. Or if you want to call anyone, I think it's fine. You should be able to get through. The 0731 is free. There is no one on that, so you can call that. But even the 0208 can take as much as 10 people on it, so there is no limitation on it. So thank you so much, and for every one of you there. Now let me go to Doxa. Doxa, how important, with a brief, let us know how important is dating?
Thank you. I think there is an element that is not as important. Because from this angle, consider this: if you date each other, you already know each other. So what are you going to get to know about each other in marriage?
Okay.
You know, because we're saying that, you know, like the dating part is it's not something that you are sitting on, because it's like you can't try. It's not a shoe that you can try. A person and marriage is not a shoe you can try. It is not, you know, it's not something like that. Like I can, if you date and I want to pretend, I can pretend the whole two years. How long then should you date me for before you find out my ways? You know. So I definitely think that many cases the dating part is not really as important as, I mean, to some extent it is, because we're supposed to get to know each other. However, I don't think it's as that important, because some people can get married and then they develop and get to know each other and build each other. Because I think it's not like a shoe. Dating and marriage is not a shoe that you, okay, well, let's date this, let's see if it fits. And then we'll buy it. No. However, we are supposed to get to know each other. We're supposed to work together, see what I like, see what I don't like. But I don't think it's as important. You can still do that when you're married and say, guy, I don't like this. This, I don't like this. Let's change this. Let's work this. Because you can date each other. You know that this person doesn't like I said earlier, somebody's chewing. You know that this person doesn't chew right. 10 years down the line, you're married to them. They're still chewing the same way. So I think marriage is, yes, it's important, but I don't think it's as that important as we hold to it and make it to be. I think it's important, yes, but I don't think it's as important.
Thank you so much. That is also from the take of Letitia, that yes, dating is important, but it is not really important. You can do without it. Okay, I think I've got another caller coming. Okay, let me take this caller. Hello. Hello, good evening, Joseph. How are you?
Good evening, Mom. I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let us hear you, Joseph.
Okay, Mommy. I also want to contribute to the program. Looking at the number of issues that people have come out with, you to see that dating just always one thing, that is marriage. And if it's marriage, then it is important that you should date. Looking at the decision, because it's the time that the two people has to study one another to see if they have common goals. Yeah. So this dating, you get to spend time with the person, because you start dating when you find interest in one another to think of maybe have a future together. So it is important that yes, we have several reasons that you date the person. And I think it's even biblical that once you date, because when you go to Genesis 29, when Laban, Jacob saw Laban's daughter, Mommy, I might not end my point. I will call back. So if I go offline, I will wait to call back to continue my point. Okay, Mom.
Okay. He started, but he will call back to continue with his point. Thank you so much, Joseph. And he says dating is important. It's necessary for us to date. So, but he will call back to continue with what he has already started. Thank you. I have another caller who just called in. Your number ends with 32. Hello.
Hello, it's Ajua again.
Yes, Ajua. Yes, let me hear you.
Yeah, you asked me if it's important for dating. It is important because it helps form a better courtship for your future, plans that you want to have. Because of, like I said before, you go in with intention to, form a courtship in marriage.
Yeah.
So, you working it's important to work towards your common goal, as Joseph said, because you will know your weak and strength, and you can work on it. And like we also everybody, the Bible also tells us that in creation, God realized that man needed somebody.
Okay.
So in partnership, we have to we created to be in partnership. So it's important to start this courses, the dating, so we will know each other better and create a better, atmosphere and a better whatever for ourselves, for the courtship, for your marriage or whatever. If it doesn't end up in marriage, like something happens, at least you will know the person better. If in case you're going forward for the marriage. If I'm making sense.
Yes, you are.
It's important to go in for the dating for your benefit.
Thank you so much, Adua. We thank God. He says it's important for you to go into dating for your own benefit so that you can discover certain things and work on each other. So it's very, very profound. Thank you so much, Adua Duma. Let me take some comments on Facebook and then we'll go to the next question that we have. So we have already have acknowledged beloved Morrison. We have Mama Comfort Tokai, who is watching on Facebook, says who is watching on YouTube, says that if the two people dating is not only going out or studying their character, if they want to marry, they have to know each other well. But sometimes people hide. Sometimes people hide from each other. They hide things from each other. Wow. Yes, mommy, sometimes people can pretend even whilst they are dating. Yes, thank you so much, Mama Comfort. Okay, God bless you. We also have Mama Mercy say it is very important because it helps you to make a specific choice of partner. So Mama Mercy says dating is very, very important. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have another caller on the line. Hello. Hello and good evening.
Oh, hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening.
It's beloved. Hello.
Yes, hello. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
We bless God for your life. Okay, let's hear you.
I just wanted to say, let me lower it a bit.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, my understanding of dating is just meeting someone, you meet someone that you might be in, you think you're interested in. And during that period, it is just collecting like information to see if you guys would be a good fit.
Okay.
The Bible says that how can the two work together unless they agree?
Okay.
So I think that dating should be specifically for people who are, especially for us who are Christians, dating should be for people that are looking to get married. Okay. So you're looking to maybe build a friendship and try and get to know the person and see if you and that person will be a good fit. See if you and that person are equally yoked. Get to know them. See how they, even in their finances, their family, there's so many aspects of it that you want to know about that person. So it's, it's not just, you meet that person and then you just think, okay, well, he's a Christian, she's a Christian, and I like them, so that's it, and you just think it's going to work, because there's so many different kinds of Christians. But I think it's the time not to get emotionally attached to someone, but to actually say, okay, I like this person, but will we be a good fit, and be praying about it, and also collecting, like somebody said, it's like it's a time to collect data about the person.
Okay.
And I think it's a good thing to say. It's like you're collecting all your information to know whether or not, okay, will we be a good fit? So I really think, that dating should be for, as Christians, it's for us to say, okay, I'm ready to get married. I've seen this person. You might like how they look. You might like whatever else. And then you think, okay, let me get to know them now. But you have to, for me, I would lay aside, I would not get excited and get my feelings involved, but rather get to know the person and prayerfully see if, Lord, is this the person for me? And also, I think the other sister said it about us not sleeping with each other, because, as children of God, even when you sleep with someone, it messes with your emotions, and it deceives you into thinking that it creates an attachment, and it's a false attachment. So it's not the time to even emotionally get attached to the person or sexually get attached to the person, but just to get to know them and be collecting your information and seeing, okay, is this really going to work? Yeah. So that's basically what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Thank you so much, beloved Morrison. We thank God for your life. That is profound. As she said, dating should be for those that are ready to get married. So if you are not ready for marriage, you don't need to go and date no one and try and do some try and error thing. So those that are ready, you want to go into it and know the person, and also pray about the person. So that is from beloved Morrison. Thank you so much for that contribution. We do appreciate that a lot. Thank you for calling in. God bless you. Let's go to our next bye. You can call back if the question comes and you feel like you want to contribute. You can do that. If you want to stay on, it's up to you. So the next question we have here: to what extent should we encourage dating? To what extent should we encourage dating? To how long should one be dating for? How extent should we encourage dating? So let me allow Sister Faith to come in. Sister Faith, and then yes, to those of you out there. Oh, yes, I think I've got a caller. Yes, hold on, Sister Faith. Hello.
Hello, mommy.
Yes, sorry about that. Let me hear you. I nearly forgot about that. Yes.
Okay. So just as I was saying before I go offline, I will just go straight to the question that you are asking, so that I will just add it to my point.
Okay.
The extent of dating as the number of years or months. I was using Jacob in the house of Laban as an example. If you could realize, Jacob used to sell for 14 years for Rahel. Because Rahel was the person after his heart. Okay. So dating does not have a time. If you can't say we are dating for a month, 2 or 3, it depends on the time that the two people can satisfy each other themselves to see that, oh, I'm okay to go and marry this person. Because if it's going to take a year and you're still not sure of yourself, I don't think you can conclude that it's enough time to accept marriage. That's what I'll add now.
Okay. Thank you. So dating has no time limit to it, and therefore we should date as long as we want to date, so that it depends on when you are ready. You are ready to go into marriage, then you go. That is from Joseph Inte. So we're going to clarify on also that, just because Sister Priscilla also says that, is it Sister Priscilla? One of the callers says that at least 2 years to know the person. No, it is Ajua. He says that we should not date for too long and all that. So we appreciate that contribution as well, and to those of you that are there. So our question is that, to what extent should we encourage dating? How long should we encourage dating? How far should we go with dating? Where do we come to a stop? You know that this one, I must press and stop here. There are things that, no, I am going too much. And that what's your, because there are 2 questions that I have to ask in that question. So to what extent should we take dating? Sister Faith, if you want to come in. Okay, God bless you.
God bless you. when it comes to the time frame for dating, I think the time frame also reflects the intention of the people getting into the relationship and how much preparation they have done as a single person. Because if you know where you're going, like if there's a journey you're going on and you plan out, then you know exactly where you're going. You're not going to take different turns and end up somewhere. So it will be the same when you know exactly what you're looking for, when you're clear or definite about what you want in life and where you're going. When you get into that dating phase of the relationship, you can clearly see what is working, what's not working, because you've done enough work on yourself. You know exactly where you want to go and where you're going. So when someone is like taking you round and round, there's no conclusion to what is happening. You quickly know, okay, this is not for me, because everything should really have a period, should have a time frame. And say that especially because for women, a man, I mean, biblical days, David got married even when he was very old, but we don't hear of very, very old women getting married. So there's a time when it comes for women. So women don't have forever an end to just be dating and nothing is happening. So I feel especially for women, they should be very, very clear on what they want in a man, so that when a potential suitor comes along, they can see if he's meeting the standard that they want. Because first of all, if a man doesn't know where he's going, then you can't help a man who doesn't have a vision or plan for his life. So he has to have certain things in place, even if it's in the vision format and it's clear. Then you know, okay, you're joining yourself or potentially going to join yourself to something that will grow. But if he's confused and you're just there, and again, if sex gets into the mix and then it takes it to a thing, that will give rise to, more time wasting. So to conclude, I feel it's the intention that you get into the dating will determine how long you're spending there. If you know where you're going, it will be clear. It will be a certain amount of time. If you're not clear, it can take for as long as it takes. That's it.
Thank you so much, Sister Faith. Thank you so much for your contribution. We'll highlight a few things from what you have said. And we have Doxa also on the line. Doxa, can you also come through?
Yeah. Hi, Rob. Yeah, thank you very much. Rob, so you're asking if to what extent should we
allow dating? Yeah.
Like I said before, I don't. This is what I said. You can pretend. There are people who can pretend. I don't think, like I said, it's not a shoe that you can say, okay, it fits, or let's try it out. I don't. Yeah. So dating itself, like there are many marriages in the Bible, that nobody dated anybody. They dated in the process. And there's also some people who also dated, fair enough. But then I don't think even the dating part, I mean, it's okay to date, but I don't think it's important. But then again, even if it's there and it's put there, this is what I said before, if it's important, then how long should it go on for? Because even if it's that important, I don't think you should date somebody's child for 3 years. Yeah, I personally don't think what are you trying to get to know?
For 3 years.
What will you know? Yes, what will you know? What are you trying to get to know? What dating them for 2 years? I personally, this is what I said, that people can pretend for 8 years. You can still, if somebody has an agenda, they have an agenda, they will orchestrate what they want to, they will play it all out, they will let it all play before your eyes. So personally, I don't think, like I said, dating, I don't think is as important. And if you're going to date somebody, I don't even think it's necessary. It's even 6 months Because then, if the longer you take it, the more you are prone to fornicate, the more you are prone to be, what do you call it, like, you know, it's like when people become dormant, people don't make effort anymore. It's like, I know this person. It's like, oh yeah, he likes rice. That's it. Okay, I've settled for rice. You know, you no longer as spontaneous as you were. So it's like, I don't quite the whole dating thing. I'm not. I mean, I'm a bit into pro it, but I'm not as pro it as I would like to be. Okay. So I don't think you can date. If you're going to date, I think you should date in your marriage.
Okay. We'll get there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Doxa also says that she doesn't think prolonged dating is advisable because it can open doors for fornication and other things. And how long would you want to know somebody? Dating somebody, just as it was said that dating should have no limit. Some also say you should have limits. So I like that. I like the diversity of it. Let me pick this caller and then we'll come through. We have two other callers. So now the one with 444. Your number ends 444. You first before the other one.
Hi, love. Hi, it's the love it again.
Okay.
I just wanted to say about what the other sister said. In regards to she said, you know, we have to know ourselves. I think particularly for Christians, if we have worked on ourselves and we have a relationship with Christ, it should not really be in dating and saying we're dating. It should not, as this sister said, it shouldn't take us that long. I think that we also have to remember the purpose of marriage. It is not just for ourselves, like the way the world does things. Ours is completely different. And so when we are thinking of dating, I mean, what about courtship? What is the difference between dating and courtship? Because, I mean, I know the world is always talking about dating, you know, but for me, I believe that we should have worked on ourselves, as the other sister said, and I really agree with that, and know who we are, know our purpose, know where we're going, so that when we meet someone, the Lord will confirm it, and the Lord will confirm it to that person as well. Because I also believe that God also should be in the midst of that. It should not be us just taking things upon ourselves, because He has a purpose for our marriage. He has a, you know, it's not just, oh, I see this person, I like this person, I'm just going to go ahead with them because everything is good on paper, you know. So, and I think that's another reason why a lot of times people get married and then it gets to a certain point and they get frustrated because it's not going the way that they thought it should. I mean, I think that we need to be really prayerful about this as children of God and allow the Holy Spirit to lead us. And if, let's say, if the Holy Spirit is leading me, then the Holy Spirit will be leading, and the Holy Spirit is leading the person that I'm supposed to be with. It will be, we will know. It won't take you. I don't believe in like what they're even like dating and saying, oh, this is my boyfriend. I've seen Christians, we've been together for 2 years, and I'm like, why? I don't understand. Why? It doesn't make sense. Then that means that you don't have a full understanding of what marriage is anyway, you know. But I think that we need to be prayerful and allow the Holy Spirit to lead us, because He knows, you know. I mean, I've heard this many times. I mean, one person, sometimes we also have our own way of thinking. We think it has to be this way. But I think as children of God, we have to let our guard down and allow the Holy Spirit to lead us. And then we will know, He'll confirm it to us, you know, and we will know that, okay, yes, this is the person and I can go with it. Because I've heard of marriages where they've known each other for like a month, but because they were Christians and the Lord said, and they were mature Christians, they were not, you know, just, you know, I don't know how to explain it, living, you know, some people are just have this imagination about what marriage should be, but it's not. So they were mature Christians who knew what they were getting into, and they were married until they, you know, till death did them part, you know. So I think that as children of God, I personally, I'm waiting on God, and I'm saying, God, you lead me. We need to lay aside all these lists, the things that we think we want, the person that we think we want, and all of these things, and just really allow the Holy Spirit to lead us. That doesn't mean that He's going to lead us. Like, I don't know how to give us somebody that we totally are not attracted to. But sometimes, especially as women, I've met a lot of women that they have this list, and this, he has to be this, he has to be that, and they're wondering why they haven't been married. You know, you must come down from all those things and allow the Holy Spirit to lead you. But you must also work on yourself and be prepared, and in every aspect, you know, spiritually, emotionally, financially, you know, do you know how to keep a home? All of those things. And then and knowing yourself and loving yourself by yourself. So then you meet someone, you're not desperate. I don't care about age. I know the other lady said about age. I really don't really think age matters. I'd rather marry late than marry and then I've married the wrong person. You know, so for me, I think that there isn't an age, even for us women. We shouldn't feel that way, that, oh, the men can get mad at any time and we can't, so we must rush. I don't believe in that. I believe that, you know, as the word of God says, that God says he makes all things beautiful in his time. So maybe somebody might be thinking, oh, she's late, she's 45, she's this. But I've heard of people, a lady, she was 48 and she had twins and they're still married and they're happy. Better late than you try and rush and you're doing all these things. But I've kind of digressed. But what I'm saying is that we need to allow the Holy Spirit to lead us, and we need to really do things from a biblical standpoint and not do things from a worldly standpoint. You know, because dating, to me, when I hear it, to me, it's more of a worldly thing. When you put in dating in Google, it's more dating like you go on a dating app and then you meet different people, and it's like a taste test. They taste it, they think, oh, I don't like this one, I go to the next one, I don't like this one. So they don't even know what they want. So I don't know if Christians should apply dating to themselves, but yeah, that's what I want to say. Sorry if I've gone on and on, but yeah.
Thank you so much, beloved Morrison. That is profound and deep, and then we appreciate that. Let me take the other caller, and then we'll deliberate on the two together. So hello. Hello, we have another caller there with your number ending 46. Hello.
Hello, Reverend Sister Priscilla again.
Sister Priscilla again. Thank you, Sister Priscilla. You're welcome. Okay, let's hear you.
I just want to add a few bits to it. From my point of view, dating should have a time limit.
Okay.
So, like if you are dating someone, you can even tell that this person is serious about the relationship or serious to get into marriage. But if you think that this person is not serious, you have to end it. You won't just waste your time saying that, oh, it's 2 years is too soon to make judgment. But Reverend, for some people, if the person is serious or if he's the right person, you can even tell within a month. You can even tell that you've got a chemistry. There is something that there's a bond between both of you. Yeah. So it's not a matter of time. It's a matter of, are you the right couples, or are you the what God has put together? Yeah. So for that, you can even tell that maybe doing this dating, when you are talking about planning how your marriage is going to be, the other person is talking about something else. Whenever that you bring up an issue that will better both of you, he is thinking about something else. So there's no point. There's no chemistry between both of you. So you shouldn't be wasting time on someone who is not agree or who is not thinking the way you are thinking.
Yeah, you don't
so
have like-minded.
Yes. So if you find out that this person is not doing what you expected, then you have to end it. You don't just say that, oh, you need to give me more time. Especially we, the women, we got our time limit. I know God works in a miraculous way. That's there, but we need to have time. We can't be saying that, oh, I'm 55. The first time is the best. Well, I'll be dating till I get to 65. No, you need to enjoy yourself in your youthful age. So if the person is not serious, we just have to just end it and then pray and then move on. Yeah, that's what I want for now.
Thank you so much. That is from Sister Priscilla, that dating should have a time limit. It should be a time bound. You don't date forever, but make sure that when you are dating, say from even some one day you can tell, just a day you can tell, just a month you can tell. And some which doctor also said the same thing, that you can tell within a few things that the person you have chemistry, you have a bond, you are like-minded, and that you can build life together. You don't need to be 100 years with the person before you find out. So thank you so much, Sister Priscilla, which we really appreciate that contribution. Let me quickly go to Facebook and take some comments, and then I'll get back to those of you on the line. I appreciate that. And then to the next one, our next question on there. Thank you so much. Okay, we also have Mama Mercy. Okay, you've done. Oh, okay, Mama Comfort can say it is important to check their health if they are dating. Married to get married, you must check your health. Health check is important, especially the blood group. So not just about dating, but you must know the blood type that you are in, whether you are matchable. If you are not, then you should know as well. Thank you, Mama Comfort, and God bless you. We also have Beloved Morrison say, I disagree with the age issue about women not being able to get married not being able to get married at an older age. This is what makes some women just settle. They just settle, and so she disagreed with that we shouldn't make it our goal that women we have age limits, so we should settle for anything that comes our way. Thank you, Beloved Morrison. We also have Mama Kuya Ejewa Tete, which is Mrs. Tete. He said, I personally think that dating should go beyond 6 months. Probation period, because you will not necessarily know everything about each other. 11 years in marriage, we are still discovering each other. The longer you stay in dating, the chances are you might become too conversant with each other, and if care is not taken, you will fall into temptation. Be clear on what your requirement from a man or a woman. Don't waste your time on dating. That is from Mrs. Tete, and he says that don't waste your time on dating for too long. He stated it again, and then he says that the Bible didn't say we should pray, but rather say watch and pray. There is the reason watch. There is the reason why Bible says we should watch and pray. And so just not praying alone is not enough in her sense, which I do agree, but open your eyes whilst you are still also praying. God bless you. Okay, we go further, and we have Josephine Tigosin say, okay, let me take this caller, and then we'll come. Hello, good evening. Who do we have there? Hello, good evening.
We have Brother Sian here.
Brother Sian, you are welcome. How are you doing this evening?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. A little introduction of yourself, and then please go ahead and tell us your point.
Well. I'm married man.
Uh-huh.
3 kids.
Okay.
Also, I've been on the prayer line with Reverend Doreen for some time now.
For years now. God bless you.
For years now. She's trained me in the Bible.
Amen.
I've a bit about the Bible. Yeah.
Amen.
And just calling in to talk a little bit about
dating.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dating and stuff, yeah.
Go ahead, please.
I think what I would need to talk about is, do you married need to still date?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would say yes.
Okay.
We need to date.
Okay.
The reason is sometimes we do make our priorities and we think, oh, because we are married, we don't have to do this, we don't have to do that. Dating is not just, talking to a woman or talking to a man on the phone or going out with a man or to have a neighbor or talk or walk around.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a wife, you have a husband, and you go out with your husband, let's say on a monthly basis, let's say every month you go out once or twice a month. And so we can go to your relationship. Something I haven't done in the past. but something I really want to do now. And I think I'll encourage everyone who's married to do so, because it does really help.
Thank you so much, Brother Siam. From the take of Brother Siam, who has come that a question that is that do married people date? And they said yes, married people should date because it is good for married couples to date in order to discover themselves more. So thank you so much, and he's going to do more in that as well, because he's already married, and he will do date the wife again and then get to know the wife more. And so he's encouraging married people out there that you should date. God bless you, Brother Sian. We appreciate that. So let me take the few comments that are there, and then we'll also go to the next question we have. So Brother Joseph says that a few days in dating is enough to make a decision. You don't need so much time when you know what you prayed and also looking for. Okay, brother Joseph says that a few days in dating is enough to make a decision. You don't need so much time when you know what you've prayed and what you are looking for. Thank you so much. We also have Mama Mrs. Tete say, watch means observe attentively over a period of time. So watch and pray. Don't just pray. Watch and pray. We go further. And Dr. Charismata says, I totally agree with the 6 months period could be purely for counseling. Thank you, Doctor. And then we go further, and we have Mama Mercy says that dating should be smart based, which is SMART, which she has already defined. Smart means specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So therefore, if you are dating somebody, it should be what? It should be smart based, specific. You must be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. God, thank you so much, Mama Mercy. We appreciate your contribution so much, and God bless every one of you on board. It has been a fruitful night, and I'm really loving it, and I'm learning tonight from all my guests out there. Tonight you are my guest. I am the learner here, so I'm learning and jotting out some notes from all the things that you are saying. So God indeed bless every one of us. God bless you for your contribution, and more to come. And let's take these few comments on there. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate God for each and every one. Now, let us go to the next question, which we have there, which is, what are some of the challenges of dating? Some of the challenges of dating. We have talked about dating. So, do dating have challenges, or it is a free flow thing that you go into it and then that is it? Does it have challenges? So, those that have dated before, what are some of the challenges you meet in dating? So if you have something to say about that, please call the studio line, and the number will be released up there so that you can let us know. The number is there. Call any of this number, and it brings you straight to the studio for your comment and contribution to be heard. Now, let us go to those on the line. Who do I have there? I've lost track of. I have Doxa. Let's go to Doxa. Doxa, because I think Sister Faith has spoken. Doxa.
Yes, Rob.
Yes, come in.
He said, what are some of the challenges? I believe there are challenges in dating, in the sense that now a lot of us, because we're coming from the world into Christ, so we now try to apply the same concept of dating in the world to our Christian life. I think this is one of the biggest challenges that, so what is allowed while I'm dating you? Can I kiss you? Can I hold your hand? Can I hug you? I mean, yeah, even because so what if I marry you and I genuinely I don't feel intimate with you, because I was never able to see whether I can be intimate with you before. So it's like, these are some of the challenges where we struggle coming from the world, because we've learned from the world. Now we're coming into Christ, and it's like, well, actually, I need to know what I'm doing here. when I'm dating you? What am I allowed to do and what am I not allowed to do? And other things that come through in that as well is some of the, like you said, I think it's SMART goals. Some of the things that we're requiring of, like we're asking questions. Sometimes when you ask interview questions, more like it's quite the answer you may get is a biased answer. It's not an answer for life. It's not an answer for life because feel like maybe I may feel like you may feel like fornicating. You may feel like you may think about it. You may consider it, or sometimes you may even go ahead and do it because you're thinking, well, I'm dating you, I'm gonna marry you anyway. So what harm does it do? So I think there are many challenges to dating. There are many challenges. Many challenges, right?
Thank you
But
so
these
much.
are the ones I can come up with at the moment.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charismata. We thank God for your life. She has also highlighted us on the challenges of dating. Who do I have there? Sister Faith? Is there anybody else apart from Sister Faith on the line? Sister Faith?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, go ahead. What are some of the challenges in dating?
I would say some of the challenges would be related to some of the points I stated before, and I think some of my points were misunderstood. When it comes to women, I feel women should be even more clear with what they want out of a relationship so that their time is not wasted. I wasn't saying that an older woman can't get married, and that's not what I was saying. What I was saying is that if you're dating when you're young, when you're older, you should be very clear because you've worked on yourself, so you know exactly what you want. Because if people don't know, or women don't know, then you spend a long time. That's a challenge. If you spend 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, 10 years dating, you're wasting your time. And scientifically, I mean, obviously many times people have miracles happen, but scientifically, when a woman is getting to 40, 50, the period stops, and so having children stops. So it makes more sense for her to be wiser how she uses her time. That's where I'm coming from. And when I mentioned David in the Bible, I was actually mentioning his last message where he was frail and old, and so they married a young girl for him. So I was saying that if that was a woman, I doubt if they would marry a young boy for an old woman, like how David was old. I was not talking of young David. So I'm just saying, women, it's challenging for a woman who doesn't know what she wants and waste her time when she's dating. She should be more clear and specific. So yeah, I think it's a challenge if you don't know what you want and you're wasting your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much on that. We appreciate that. God bless you. Now, let me also quickly take some comments on Facebook. We have Mama Ernestina says, good evening, precious, adorable Royal Mommy. Good evening to you, Mama Ernestina. God bless you for joining. And we have Mama Mercy say, is there a difference between the world kind of dating to the Christian way of dating? Is there any difference? Is there any difference? Yeah, there is a difference. And then but the word dating is dating. The word dating is dating. So when we talk about the word kind of dating and the Christian, it is by perception, by your belief. But when we talk about dating, the word dating, the same meaning is in the dictionary, is the same meaning it says for the Christian. But as a person, I might have a definition of what I mean. That is why I said here that what is your meaning of dating? What do you know about dating? So when to you, how do you see dating to be? So you may have specifics, you may have boundaries, you may have other things. So that is what you establish as your dating rules and what you want to have and what you don't want to do. But as with the word dating, when you go into the dictionary, it is for the Christians and the non-Christian. But your perception towards it is what is important, because you, by your belief, you respond. By your belief, you do what you do. So I believe if that is answered, or somebody also have another contribution to that, that would be much grateful. So is there anybody else on the line? Is there anybody else?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Adra, come in. God bless you.
Thank you. Another thing is, if you are not communicating on the same level, like your understanding with each other, it's not level. It also brings a lot of, confusion into your, one person wants this, the other person says, I don't want that. Other person is saying, try to understand and collaborate. It brings a lot of challenges. And I saw somebody also mentioned the blood group as well. Like people with date, and when it gets to a point that they have to go through what's it called, counseling, and these kind of things come up, it becomes a challenge as well. Because they are not able to move forward as well. Because you'll be dating each other for a while, you've known yourself and everything, and then it gets to a point, you're not able to go further. Do you understand what I'm saying? It becomes a problem then.
I do get you.
So that's another challenge. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I believe that just as you have said, there are people, the couples that I know who were madly in love, but being separated by a blood group or blood type, which because they are both AS, and so having the possibility of having SS children. The reason why they do that is that because of the children you will have, so that you will not have a tone on the children, which will in turn will bring a suffering to the marriage. So some people, because of that, now they departed, because that blend will not help them, and also the children that they will bear. For us, if it's left with the two of them, they are fine. If they decided not to have any children, then to God be the glory, they can be by themselves. But if you are going to have children, the possibility of them having AS is paramount. And for that, a sickle cell child is something that you don't want to be having. But if it does happen, hey, God will give you the grace for you to go through that. Because we don't want to rule that out, because there are people who did not know, and now they have sickle cell children. And for that matter, we cannot say that things that are not right. So what we pray is that if you are found yourself in that, we pray for grace, that God will grace you to do what you have to do. So thank you so much, Adraduma, for highlighting that, because I see that as a really big challenge, that sometimes it is not even the forces of darkness is fighting you, not parents fighting you, not even lack of finance, but when it's got to do with health, it becomes something that it is a bit sometimes painful, and you must adhere to that if you have to anyway, or make sacrifices and decide that no children is coming between us. Then the two of you can have your sweet by and by and enjoy your life together forever as you want. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got Mama Comfort who kind says that one of the challenges in dating is lack of chemistry. If there is no chemistry, it is boring. Second is bad timing. That is from Mama Comfort. Okay, lack of chemistry in in dating makes them relationship very boring, and then also lack of timing. I would have really loved mommy to expatiate on that. Because in that sentence, some may take it out of context. So if it can be expanded a bit, if you can do that for me, mommy, please do that for us. We appreciate that. Also, we go further. We have Emily Lara say challenges in dating. Some people don't take the word serious and don't feel like they are in a proper relationship. And another people, when they are dating, they take it as they are in a full on relationship. So it is important whatever time limit you have on dating. Communication is very important. Well, that is profound. It says that to dating, the challenges, you have someone who does not even, they say they are dating but they are not serious, and you have someone who is also very very serious. So when the such two blends become a very challenging one. And then she's saying that whatever angle you fall at, please do work on yourself. Thank you so much. I have another caller. Let me quickly also come through. Hello, who is there?
This is Mercy.
Mama Mercy, God bless you. God bless you. Let's hear you.
Sorry about the interference of the kid.
That's okay.
With the problems that comes up during dating, some could be tribal, because I experienced it once before I got married. So we dated for over 2 years.
Oh wow!
At a point in time, the mother said, "No, you are an Ewe. We are a we can't happen."
Wow.
And it didn't happen. So tribal issues also can interfere with dating as well. Yeah.
Very much so. It does. It does. But I believe that with advancement and enlightenment, I think that it has not stopped. But yet, some people still believe in that. And sometimes when you ask them why, they cannot explain. The fact that you are an Ewe, we don't like, from our background, we don't like these particular people. Why don't you like them? They cannot say it, because some of them is a myth that they have heard. So they keep it in their head and they pass it to their children. So their children will also come hating Ewes or hating guns or hating some the naughtiness for whatever reason. But I believe that education is being made here so that we can also balance well. We can balance well within that. The most important thing in relationship is to be able to blend your cultural differences. I think we have done cultural differences here, which is very, very important. So if you are in a relationship or in a marriage that you can't blend that culture differences, it breaks down communication, it destroys the marriage. It is very, very important that we know the cultural differences and work on each other and then pass information to each other. So thank you so much, Mama Mercy. It is very, very profound. Very, very profound. Okay, we have Mama Becky too says, I am enjoying this evening. Bless you, Rev. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, what are some of the worst stories, experiences, or just as you have just come to say that, yes, that is an experience that is not pleasant? Yeah, because I'm sure probably you love the person and you wanted to be with him, and then because of tribal issues you couldn't. So that is one of them. So what are some of the worst stories or experiences one have heard or have been through concerning dating? If some of them, oh, I heard this, I heard that. What are some of them that we have heard? Is there anybody on the line that want to do that before we take our last?
Yeah, I think I will talk on that.
Okay.
There have been cases where after dating for a long time, the lady decided, no, I can't go on with it because of some shortfalls of the guy. But the guy said to the lady, no, so far as I've wasted my time, I've wasted my resources on you, you will not marry any other person.
Oh, wow.
And it happened that the lady didn't marry any other person because the guy killed the lady.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, because he said he's wasted money, he's wasted resources, time, like they are dating and looking after her. So he can't allow any other man to have slaves.
My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I wasn't expecting that to come on, but for you to take somebody's life because you think you have contributed to their life and that you must take every part of their life on your own, I don't think it's right at all. Yes, these things do happen. And because sometimes some other people to intentionally knows that the person that they are spending on them, they are not going nowhere with them. You are not going to marry the person, you are not going to be with the person, but yet what do? They lead them on, take the gifts and the money and other things. And so sometimes it turns into, if you know you are not interested, please don't lead the person on and be taking the gift and later say that, okay, I don't want you anymore. Sometimes they will not even kill you, but some of them will visit the whatever places, and because of that we have so many issues at hand for pastors to deal with because of people not being cautious of such things like that. So thank you so much, Mama Messi, for opening our eyes on that as well. I think I have Adjoa Doma. If it's Adjoa Doma on the line, just call. Okay, yeah, Adjoa, come in, please.
Another thing is if you go into dating and you do not pray about it, and you are in it, why you then later on, some people will then later on say, God is telling me that you are not the right person for me to marry. It happens, and then all the courtship that they've had with the person, the relationship, not even maybe being intimate, but or the friendship, friendship is some friendship is really loving. Even the Bible says the two agree. You cannot work with somebody that you do not agree with. So when you agree with somebody, you go on with this relationship, you become friends with the person, and you build this relationship to a higher level. And then the person comes and says, "Oh, I've had a dream, or I've had, an whatever with intersection with God, and God is telling me not to marry you." I've heard that story as well. So once really pray about these things before they really go into it, so you will not disappoint the person later on by all these your prophecies that you will get in the near future. That's what
Very well said. Very well said. So therefore, we advise that those that go into dating should add to it prayers, so that sometimes it is not, there's quote unquote, is not God saying, but the person's way of coming out of the relationship, or because they have seen something, so they put it to God. Nobody can go and question God. If you say it's your mother, they can go to the mother and say, "Madam, did you say that?" But who can go to God and question God? God, did you say this or that and that? So sometimes some people make excuses on that, and sometimes it may be true that the person may not have prayed about it, but along the line they began to grow spiritually, and then, or prompted by a message, and they decide to go to God and pray on that, and they realize that, okay, this person that they have is not somebody that could help them in achieving their future purpose and whatever. So sometimes it may also be true, but for you to also stop disappointing people, just as Adjoa said, it is better for you to start praying about the person than to spend 3 years with the person, and now you say you are praying, and then you come back to say God said. So sometimes it is really not on, because it will take us a disappointment, and emotions are in now, and then things are going to get bizarre. So let us be very careful on that as well. Thank you so much, and thank you. Okay, we have Obayes here to say dating shouldn't take a long time, at least 6 months to 1 year. 6 months to 1 year, dating should come to an end and transcend into the next level. Okay, thank you, Obaya Esiedu. We appreciate you. So we have Sister Faith and then Doxa also on the line. I'll add the last question so that every one of you, when you are taking the last one, you conclude with everything with your last words into it. Can married people date? Can married people date? Can married people date? So to those of you that have not answered, what are the worst stories that you have heard, you can conclude with that one as well. So people that are married, can they date? Okay, Sister Faith.
Okay, I'll start with some of the worst stories I've heard about dating. One of them is date rape. One, when the guy puts something in the drink of the lady, because sometimes when the lady, she's dating because she wants to make sure this is the right person, but the intention of the guy is just to get her to bed, and he feels it's taking a long time with all these discussions. So he decides to put something in her drink and does something. So and then she wakes up, and notices things have been done to her. So that I've heard some of those stories before. And then another horrible stories I've heard about is when a guy feels that, similar to what the other sister said, when the guy feels that if I can't have, no one else can, and then pours acid on the lady so that she's disfigured for life. So those are some of the horror stories I've heard regarding dating. And then the last question, can married people date? I feel it's very necessary for married people to date, because in dating there's that exciting element where you're taken out, you go for dinner, you go for movies, just different things that keep the relationship, passionate, and so I feel married people should incorporate those sort of elements into the marriage to make it to make it fun, to make it exciting, to make it passionate. I feel married people should definitely date.
Thank you so much, Sister Faith. God bless you. Thank you so much. Anybody else there on the line? Who do I have? Okay, Mama Mercy, and then we'll come to Adjua. Okay, Mama Mercy.
Yeah, I think married.
Oh, okay, and Mama Margaret. Okay, Mama Margaret, hold on for me a bit. Okay.
I think married people should continue dating after marriage, because it does help you rekindle everything that you used to do. Then sometimes with my relationship, for instance, if we have problems and we realize that tempers are rising, we decide to go to a restaurant where we sit down, we eat and talk. Where we are civil as each other. I know we are supposed to be civil in the house as well, but sometimes it is a bit difficult. So you go out, you give the partner a chance to talk, then you also voice out whatever you have. It's a bit challenging, difficult, but we try once in a while to do that, then enjoy ourselves as well.
So married people should date.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that you have also you have put in measures down in order to solve your problems in the marriage and everything, which is very wise. Thank you. So that I believe those that are out there may also incorporate that into their marriage. And so God bless you. Then let us hear Mama Margaret, then I'll come to Adjua. Yeah, Mama Margaret has not spoken. So Mama Margaret, let's hear you.
Oh, hello, Rev.
Hello, Mama Margaret.
Yeah, God bless you for a good job done and a good job doing. And mine is more of a question. It just came into my mind as we are talking about dating. And then I just pop into my mind about courtship. So I just want to know courtship and dating. If it can be explained to me the difference of courtship and dating. I know mostly you say that you date and after dating you go to courtship. So what is the difference between the two and how important it is?
Okay.
Important courtship is.
You want us to do all that now? Being it could different and then the importance of it all now. Okay. We will do a little bit, and then because we're going to continue next week, and then because most of the things will be sorted out in next week. So please tune in, and then you will get that answer from there. So I will answer that when Ajua also finishes her speaking, so you will hear that. Thank you for your question, and then thank you so much. God bless you. Mama Ajua, can you also come in, please?
Thank you.
Okay, Mama Joa Adoma. Okay.
Should I go off?
No, it's up to you. No, she's on already. Mama Joa, are you still there? Okay, I think that she might have dropped, and so, Doctor, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, have your take, and then I'll conclude on everyone.
They said should married people date? Yes, I believe that's the whole purpose of dating. Like, biblically, I don't think dating really exists in the Bible in that sense. But I think the after that, when you're married, then now you begin to grow and get to know who you are with, who you're working with. That you're now developing, you're now seeing each other's true characters. Because before we were working on eggshells, before we were just doing it and becoming a mister, and you become a mister. So now we are now working together. I think that's what the dating becomes. You set a date, it's a date. You set a date and then you attend somewhere. So we know, I think this time it is important for married people to do that. Spontaneous. Is it that hi babe, where are you? I'm in town. I'm coming from work. Come to just drive through this area and meet me here. So babe, when you're coming from work, here are the clothes. Be changed already. We're going out. We're going somewhere over the weekend. Let's even dating in the house, in the backyard. Let's make something cute. Light up the area. Let's do something. It's a date. Let's sit down and watch a movie. It's a date. Let's continue to spice up our marriage, because if we become complacent, we will not enjoy each other, and our marriage can easily go to the rocks. So I think rather dating should be encouraged in marriage. And you said to round up over everything. Personally, like I said, I don't think dating really is a big thing as we make it to be. However, I think you can get to say, okay, look, this person, I like them. This person, considering you've prayed about your relationship, okay, God, because you're not going to. It took you, however old you are, for your mother to raise you up and teach you things the way you are. How can somebody learn that in few years or few days? So I personally don't believe dating can add to all that. I think you can now date once you marry, and then you get to know each other and fully develop. But then the 6 months, like a 6 months I was talking about before, I think that is required for counseling. Just to say, okay, well, this is, because on paper it has to be, you have to do counseling in many churches nowadays. So to certify and say, okay, well, yes, this is it. We agree to work with each other. Okay, learn this from the principle of God. Learn this from the principle of God. Now, guys, you're all married. I think marriage is one of the things that you sign the certificate before you go to the school. They give you the certificate and qualify you before you go into the school. So, personally, Rev, I think dating, I'm not much pro it. I don't really, I don't see it as that. But I agree that rather when people are married, it rather should then be encouraged, and it will be good to spice up people's marriages.
Okay, thank you so much, Doxa. We appreciate you. Thank you. We think we have Ajua who has also come on the line. Ajua, let us hear you.
Yeah, as Doctor said, I mean, it's good to date while in marriage as well, because it makes things better. You know, you communicate better. Because when you go on a date, sometimes when you and your husband are at home, sometimes you don't talk much. But when you go out and it's just the two of you, you are able to talk and, communicate, try to voice out things that is bothering you to sort it out. So it's very good. And I must say, I like sometimes the way Nigerian people, when their children want to divorce, come out of their marriage, the way they will push you back to go to your husband's house and all that. Sometimes people come out of, marriages and they regret because sometimes they don't get good advices. Maybe their friends and stuff will be advising them wrongly, and they will come out of marriages and they eventually regret doing that. So sometimes you need to pray about things, try, forgive and forget, and even in dating, sometimes little things people say, oh, the person did this, the person did that, I don't like that, and they, dissolve the courtship. So we should all always be mindful in our behaviors and try to understand so you can move forward and ask God to give you the strength and the grace and everything you need because He instituted marriage, so He's always there to help you, give you the strength and whatever you need in your courses. So that's all I can say to talk about.
Okay. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Adua. God bless you. Yeah, God bless you all, and we appreciate everyone. We've gone way beyond our time, so we'll come to a conclusion. Next week we are going to continue on that, and so somebody get on board and let us do it good. It's been a fruitful discussion, and I believe that I have learned more, and we all have learned more. In attempt to answer Mama Margaret's question, what is the difference between dating and courtship? Yeah, when we talk about dating is the initial one, the first thing that you start before courtship. So in dating, you can date as many people. Yeah, so dating is in the sense of those that do it. You can date checking, you are checking which one you are compatible with. And so you go with this one, and if you think that is not compatible, you have no bounds, there is no commitment, there is no nothing bound you, you can freely leave. That is dating. But when you enter into courtship is now preparing for marriage. Now you have been certain that this is the one that I love, or this is the one that I want. And now you are into courtship where you are preparing for marriage. So the courtship is more deeper than dating. And then in the courtship, that is when you introduce her to family. In courtship, that is where you build the trust and everything. That is where you go more deeper into building trust and probably allowing the person to visit and all that. So when you are dating somebody, some people, the first time you are dating the person, it is something else. It turns into something. So there's the difference between dating and courtship. So when we go next week, we are going to go into teachings where we'll get some people coming on board also to speak to us. So somebody get yourself ready. So that is the difference that I will give for now for the sake of time, but we are going to go into it more, that we have stage 1 and we have stage 2. So you start dating, and then you go into courtship, and then from courtship to marriage. That is how it goes. Yeah, so just to make it as brief as that, but when we come back next week, we're going to go back into it more. So I appreciate every one of you on board. I'll give everybody few seconds, 2 seconds to say a final word, not too long than 2 seconds. 2 seconds, it means that every one of us is using 1 minute. So we are all using 1 minute, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Starting from Sister Faith, 2 seconds. Your final word.
Final word will be just make sure that you have prepared yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally for dating and marriage so that you will be happy. So that's my final word.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mama Mercy, your final word.
Dating is a continuous process. So it should never stop whether you're married. When you get married, it should be a continuous process.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mama Ajuadoma, if you are still there, your final word. Okay, Mama Joa is gone. So we have Doxa.
Yes,
your final word.
My last word, child of God, date to marry. Dating not to marry or for other reasons is not of God. Let's date to marry. Let's have an agenda and achieve that agenda, which is marriage. Otherwise, let's not even consider dating in the sense of it. Yeah. And I like what Mamita just spoke before me. She said that it is continuous. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Doxa. Do I still have Mama Margaret on the line? Okay, she dropped.
Yes.
And
I'm here.
okay, your final word, if you are there, in 2 seconds.
What I would say is dating should not be more than 6 to 1 year, which we have the courtship, so it should not take too long. I think 6 months to 1 year should be able to know the person you are with, and that should prepare you enough to go ahead with whatever you have ahead.
Thank you so much, Mama Margaret. Thank you, Mama Mercy. Thank you, Mama Joa Doma. Thank you, Doxa. Thank you, Mama Faith. Thank you, all the callers, Joseph. Every one of you that called today, it has been a tremendous time. I have learned so much out of this, and I believe that we keep learning. And so let us not just come and hear, but put it to practice. Emily Lara, God bless you. This has been a very fruitful evening and a very interactive and contributing fact. And so, Doxa, God bless you. Mama, Mrs. Tete, God bless you. We appreciate every one of you, and thank you for joining. I love you with the love of the living God. Beloved Morrison, God bless you. There's so many. Mama Comfort Tokai, God bless you. Many of you, every one of you. Who would we leave out? Who would we continue? So we appreciate every one of you that came on board. Make a date with us next week, which is going to also be powerful. And I want you to know that Bed of Roses will be coming to you every Friday, and next week is going to be awesome. Make a date tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. for the Legend Show. You will be blown out of proportion. So somebody come and then let us do it together. We appreciate you. Whatever you have learned, begin to make amendments and begin to work on yourself. I appreciate you. Enjoy the song whilst we all roll off the line. This is a little jazz to get you in the mood, and for somebody, I'm talking about those that are married. For those that you are not married, please grab your Bible and then go to prayer. God bless you. God bless you. My Auntie Marigold, God bless you. Auntie Marigold, God bless you. God bless you. Nana Dokua, God bless you. Mama Priscilla, God bless you. We have so much of a great help. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. Bye-bye, everyone.